Buddy. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, Grant, thanks, Mark. Hello, everybody. It's been a few weeks, months since we last checked in with you. I thought today would be a really good opportunity, given the fact that we have so much going on in Distilling Co. A lot of stuff which obviously affects you guys as well. To give you a bit of an update across, what we're doing in Distilling Co. But then really getting into the detail of the new range that's landing with you last week, and then a little bit of a look ahead to how we want to support you guys as much as possible to deliver world-class distilling performance in our bars for the rest of the year and beyond. So the last time we spoke, we had kind of got ourselves into Morrison's Asda. In the last 2 weeks, Tesco and Sainsbury's have come online with the new range as well. So it's really important and really great to see that all of the kind of hard work that we've put in the last 8 months is starting to fruition. If there's anybody on mute, if there's anybody that's not on mute, it'd be great if you could. Thank you. So the upshot of that is we've got all of the new brands into the major grocers in the UK. We've just in the last 2 weeks brought on a new distributor for the on-trade. So that distributor is going to be responsible for growing our footprint within the UK on-trade and other channels like convenience as well. So our national footprint, if you like, is really improving, and it's improving month on month. One of the key missions that we set out to deliver against when we launched the rebrand was making our bars a beacon for our spirits brands, almost like little embassies where no matter who you are, if you go into a Brewdog bar, you will get a fantastic spirits experience consistently, no matter whether it's in Waterloo, Carlisle, Glasgow, irrespective. So what I want to take you through today is a couple of cool additions to the I guess suite of assets that we're giving you guys. We're about to launch our new menu, and also we're going to update some of the visuals in our bars as well. So we'll kick off with a little insight to the new menu, which Martin will just pull up. I tell you what, if you want, just start with the menu board, yeah. So our new menu board, thumbs up if you can see it. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so most of our bars, we all have a menu board that kind of details spirits on the back bar. This in years gone by has been pretty generic, not very lively, doesn't really represent the brands as well. So we've overhauled that with the help of Martin Keith and the team, and we've aligned on this pretty standout, awesome menu board, which is going to hopefully drive awareness of the brands, because they are very different now, but also be much clearer in terms of what you can order. So this is going to be printed up next week, I believe, and should be available to order in the next 2 weeks. And that's going to coincide nicely with the menu change as well. Now, I've not seen the date for the new menus, but what we wanted to try and do here was to just raise the profile and the awareness of our spirits within our bars. And the big one for us was where do people look when they come in to order drinks? For beers, it's obvious they'll have a look at the menu boards behind the bar. But for our spirits, we had a little kind of quarter page in one of the menus previously. So what we've tried to do is raise awareness for the brands by overhauling the menu and making it a real feature for raising awareness of the brand. So we'll just go.
Can everyone see the menu? Yeah. Oh, good.
Go. Okay, so we'll just quickly go through it. We'll have our insert for our beers on the first page, and then we'll be straight into Wonderland. Your specials or your seasonal releases will be on the top, clipped in on top of Wonderland. But one of the key things for us was to try and make sure that we retain as many of our customers beyond 8 o'clock as possible. We know this is a period of time where a lot of cocktail drinkers or spirits drinkers will move on from our bars. So having a permanent fixture on the menu, which is a 2 for 14 or 2 for 12, depending on your bar, We thought that would be really important, and also just making really clear around what the cocktail offering is, because we've had those RTDs in the aluminium bottles in our bars before, and they've been kind of tucked away behind the bar in a fridge. So this is just really bringing it to the fore. We've also got some additional cocktails down the bottom, which are more spritz led, and they'll be included in the offer as well. And then we're taking over some real estate on the menu by just raising the profile of these brands, because they look iconic, they look amazing, but no one, including our own regular bar goers, probably don't have sight of them. So getting them onto the menu means we're going to have millions of pairs of eyes on these every year. So we've got our Lone Wolf. We've got the 4 flavors in there, calling out the mixer, which is obviously Fever Tree. And then there's a few others which are currently listed, things like Canova, Sapling, Zealot's Heart we're bringing back, and that's going to be available to order in the next month as well. And we've just included an Old Tom in there as something different for the gin aficionados who you might be catering to. Abstract, our amazing, very eclectic vodka. And again, same format, but calling out the flavors in there as well. And Discarded vodka is making its way onto the menu as well. That's a vodka made from the leftovers of the wine process. Tastes great, and it's also nice from a sustainability perspective as well. Duo rum, again, the 3 flavors there. What you guys maybe have not seen yet, which is coming in November, start of December, is our amazing new tequila brand, which is Casa Reyes. This tequila is, it's been a passion project for the last 18 months or so.
Since we heard there was going to be a Las Vegas bar.
Yeah, so 18 months, yeah, 2 years. So when we found out we're launching Vegas, it just made no sense for us to launch in Vegas without our own tequila. So we nipped over to Mexico back in June last year, and we sounded out probably the best tequileria in the town of Tequila in Mexico, and that's the Orendine family. Now, the Orendine family, very long-standing tequila distiller within Jalisco, and they were very kind enough, after not too much persuasion, but to partner with us. What's really cool is they don't partner with many brands, and they like to sell everything under their own estate, and to get them on board it's a testament to the fact that they recognize the potential of working with us. This is a Blanco tequila. We will, down the road at some point, add in the Reposado and Añejo, but for the time being, we're just gonna focus on our Blanco. We have got a Reposado on the menu, and we've also got a Mezcal as well. Duke's. So Duke's obviously not been given a lot of love in the last few years, but great single grain Scotch whiskey, and we thought we'd give that some showtime as well on the menu. And then probably a format that you're more familiar with, we've got our whiskies, brandies, bourbons, and liqueurs on a standalone page as well. Wines, and then lastly, on the last page, we've got this awesome image of the canned cocktails, but also alongside the serves as well. So if you guys have had a chance, which I hope you have, to try some of these, we are really passionate about the fact that we have made what we feel are bar quality serves in a can. And the test for us was like going to reputable bars in London, in Edinburgh, in Aberdeen, and getting an espresso martini, a porn star martini, mojito, etc., and then actually taking our can and testing, do these stand up to the bar quality serves that you can get within a cocktail bar? And the answer is 100% yeah. So what is awesome about this is, it's going to take less time to make one of these than it takes to pour a pint of punk, and the quality is going to be super consistent. All we need to make sure from your perspective is the glassware is on point, and also the garnish is on point. You guys will be forced to participate in the ritual, which is shaking. So for all of our martinis, and our margarita. We've slightly underfilled the can. So these are 125 ml serves, but in a 200 ml can. And the reason for that is because we wanted to leave some space on top for you guys and those at home to shake. So when you give it a shake, it's a 10 second, I think. 10-second shake. Sam and the team did this on, were you doing it on Friday, Sam? I think.
Yeah, well, Friday afternoon got to make the most of it. They were delicious. I honestly can't express how good they were, particularly their passion fruit martini. I'm not like a huge passion fruit fan, and I generally loved it. They were so good. For everyone's benefit, there is actually new glassware being delivered to the bars in the next within the next sort of 48 hours. So it's slightly smaller, so the glass does look more full. So that's a new coupe to replace for all of the martini versions as well. So yeah, it looks awesome.
So all the ones, I think the existing ones in the bar are 250s, which are these ones here. So yeah, the new one will fill right to the top. And then the beauty of this and the espresso martini is you get the perfect crema foam on the top that lasts for a long time as well. So Stephen will do the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the key for us with these cocktails is just, cocktails should be super simple for us to do in the bar. It shouldn't take too much time, and also, if it's peak time on a Friday night and someone wants 6 cocktails, it shouldn't be, God, that's 10 minutes worth of work to get that when I should be able to pour like 30 pints in the same time. It should take the same amount of time. So the key for us in this is on the ones that need the shake, getting the shake, because that means you get that consistent, perfect crema foam on the top. And then the other thing that's quite important here as well is just the temperature that the cocktails are served at. So making sure we have fridge space. And I guess if we don't have appropriate fridge space, depending on the bar and how well these take off, let us know so that we can make sure that we get the appropriate fridge space at the appropriate temperature as well.
Yeah, that's key. I mean, for us, we've not done this blind, right? We've launched this with doing a bit of work at Dog Tap and a couple of the Aberdeen bars. But if there's anything that your site needs to execute these well, we want to hear from you, right? And we don't want these to sit at ambient temperature because you guys haven't got the fridge space. If we need to make a change to your fridge just to make sure you've got enough space, we'll do it. We just want to make sure that these are successful. So just shout, and if there's anything that you take away from this call, it's like feedback is a gift, and we would encourage it 100%.
Yeah. So I guess the initial range has got 5 cocktails: the margarita, the Paloma, which are the 2 tequila-based ones. Then got the mojito and the 2 martinis, passion fruit and espresso. So yeah, within the next month, it would be great to get your feedback as to which ones are working well, maybe which ones aren't working so well, and also your thoughts from your customer base as to which other cocktails we could add into the range going forward, because we're really keen to expand this range and make it a great success.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So a couple of other things to kind of update you on. We've got some POS and t-shirts that are going to be available to order pretty soon. So that's going to be for Abstract, Lone Wolf and Duo. And we've got coasters alongside those as well. So they should be available. And I think in the next month at least, Dan Jones will be coordinating that with Rob to let you know when they're available to order. So I know some of you guys have still got the old Lone Wolf t-shirts. Feel free to keep rocking those. They're the best t-shirt that we've made to date. But we're going to get a facelift and a new one into bars soon as well.
Yeah. So the big focus for us with the new spirit range, with the bar menus, with the cocktail range, is it should be massively additive to your P&Ls. So if you don't find that, or you can think of ways that we could be doing things better, please let us know, because the key for us is how do we add to what you're already doing. Over the last few years, food's become a much more important part, and we want spirits and cocktails to be an equally important part of your bars going forward.
Yeah. And just to make sure that there's a bit of focus there, myself and Mark have been working on what an incentive strategy will look like for your teams as well. So we haven't locked that fully yet, but in the next month or so, we'll be communicating, hopefully with a go live date of the 1st of November, where you guys will be able to share with your teams a couple of Distilling Co specific incentives, which will hopefully just bring a little bit more focus to Wonderland and the rest of the range as well. And we just want to see, for us, the proof is in the numbers, right? So if we start to see the rate of cocktails sales going up, or the depletions of our abstract vodka and dual rum, lone wolf, etc., that's obviously telling us what we're doing is working, and we want you guys to share in a little bit of the reward for delivering that success. Cool. So that was really everything we wanted to cover off with you guys. But conscious last time we did this, there was a few good questions. There was a lot more on the call, but if anybody has any questions that you want to throw our way, we can take a couple of minutes to get into a chat. Otherwise, we can...
Cool. Go on, Nick. Did I see you got your hand up, mate?
Yeah. Guys, just a few things. I wanted to ask you, is the Negroni going to get rebranded? Or are we just going to sound? And with regards to the guest vodka and gin that we're going to have, so correct me if I'm wrong, we are going to bin Little Bird, Joe Box, and Reka vodka?
Yeah. Correct.
Fantastic. Okay. Other than that, I'm really pleased with the fact that the cans can stack, so you can fit more in the fridge, and the consistency in taste is amazing. It's quick, and people are actually amazed because you literally just poured it in a glass, and they're like, "Fucking hell!" You just spent 30 seconds to just do it, and it's great. So very pleased with that. And as Sam said, I'm not a fan of passion fruit either, but it tastes bloody good.
Great. I think, like, for us, we when we were putting the range together, right, passion fruit, unless you've been lying to me, there's between us. Yeah, we're not going home after work and thinking, where's the passion fruit puree, But for us, it is the best-selling cocktail in the UK on trade, right? And again, a lot of the customers that you'll be losing post 8 p.m. will be going on to All Bar One, and they will be drinking a passion fruit martini. So it's one of those where I think this is just anecdotally, but downstairs in Dog Tap this afternoon when I was walking past the fridge, the passion fruit, all the cocktails are double stacked, and there's a whole layer missing of passion fruit martini versus the rest. So it kind of says that it's going to probably be the one that most people gravitate towards initially, but it could also be the gateway where people try that cocktail and then migrate into something a little bit more refined, like a margarita or a Paloma.
In terms of passion fruit martinis, it's incredible. It's an incredible passion fruit martini. So made with proper passion fruits, which is the big difference, I think, to a lot of the ones you get in most places.
Exactly.
It sold the most over the weekend, the passion fruit martini.
Great.
One last thing about glassware. I've seen that there is eyeballs that are looking different to the one that we have in bars in the pictures. Are we going to keep using Orlando glasses, or are we just going to swap to?
Yeah, the Orlando glasses are the ones that we're going to retain. We haven't got any plans to change them out. The ones in shot were I guess, photography that we were making for socials. So you guys can also tap into all that as well. Dan, who's on the call as well, can share out all that content for you guys to utilize on your socials as well. But yeah, it'll be the Orlando glasses that you'll be using.
Super. Thank you, guys.
Cool.
And Andy up next.
So just with the cocktails, I had a customer ask, was there any plans to get them to shops? Because they're really handy to get like bar quality cocktails at home.
Yeah. So the first delivery went into Morrison's today. So in 2 weeks' time, it'll be live in 300 Morrison stores with 3 SKUs. So it'll be the passion fruit, the espresso, and the mojito.
And we've got plans, obviously, next year to broaden that to all the other major retailers. It's just timings wise, you know, you can't just pick up the phone to Tesco and say throw this in. They've got windows which they can afford to kind of replace underperforming SKUs and then replace with yours. So we're looking at first quarter of next year for that.
Well, okay. And with the new menu launches, I seen it was like 2 for £12. How would that work for like the Scottish bars and that? Would it be a slightly different deal, or would that deal not be included at all in it?
We don't do it in the Scottish bars, yeah, just with the Scottish licensing. So we are looking maybe in the future what we can do around sort of promos which would last 72 hours, but the 2 for £12 cocktails, unfortunately, we can't do in Scotland.
Okay. All right.
It might be, we are looking at pricing as well, but it's obviously with a view to making sure that the margin's protected in those Scottish bars as well. But we can look at making that single unit a little bit more palatable, then we will do that.
And all that comes with how next year goes with grocers. If we can get a few good grocery listings away, that should bring the cost of production a good chunk down, which then helps everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, yeah. Thanks, guys.
Sophie, the Prosecco, no, we're not going to do it with Prosecco unless obviously the consumer asks for it. It won't be stipulated on the menu. I'm just reading that one out of the comments. And will these be included in the Christmas drinks package menus? Not sure actually. I've not got sight of Christmas drinks package menus, but happy for them to be considered if it means more volume.
Well, I'll pick that one up and reconfirm for you.
Cool. Nice one. All right. Any more questions, guys? No? Great. Well, what we'll do is Mark will send this recording out. We'll also follow up, as I say, with the incentive plan for 1st of November. And as Sam said, glassware for all the martini serves and the margaritas should be landing with you in the next few days, which is great. And then it's about just understanding rate of sale and how we can support you guys further to make sure that Wonderland and the rest of the range are a big success.
Super important, everyone, that when the new glassware arrives, that you get rid of your old hoops, just so that we're not serving them in 2 different sizes of glassware. That's the only product we use them for. So we want to make sure that when the customer gets the product, it fills a glass and they're not in any way feeling like they're hard done by with this sort of larger glass and smaller measure. So super important that when they come, just take glasses home, do whatever you want to do with your current glassware. But yeah, important that we just have the new ones on the shelves, please. Would it be beneficial just sending out, I guess, comms to all of our GMs? Yeah, we'll do that as well. Yeah, just everyone obviously who's on this call is passionate about it, so if we can make sure that's
top stuff.
Great.
Cool. All right, everybody. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy days. It was lovely to see you all, and see you soon.
Nice one. Thanks, gents. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.